everybody, what's going on? I am Gage Bright, and this is All-Star Wrestling Program for Zawa Live. As you can see, I've been tasked with fixing Zeke's car, in addition to hosting the show. So, while I figure out what's wrong under the hood here, let's take a look at the card for this Saturday night's event, Money at the Prophetstown Rec Center. Okay, let's see here. Blinker fluid is good. Gave me the worst tools to do this, but I guess you gotta improvise in this business, right? Well, while I try to use this broom for something, let's take a look back at how Bailey Bright Appreciation Night went a couple of weeks ago and Bailey's reaction to said Appreciation Night. Okay, I guess we can start here, sweeping some leaves out.
Oh no! He's got the cake!
Oh.
You got it. Huh? Oh! God! Oh, Jesus! Just Pink Bailey! He's got $10,000 of pastry on his face! Oh, no! Bailey Bright Appreciation Night has been ruined! Oh, my God!
Ray-Bans. Zeke? What were you doing?
Not clearing my browser history.
Well, never mind that, okay? I need you to give me Damien Deschain one-on-one. This cake on my face, that's a $10,000 cake. These are $400 Ray-Bans that he ruined, all right? He needs to pay. I need you to give me Deschain.
That is true, he did ruin Bailey Bright Appreciation. It was pretty funny.
Ruins everything.
But, okay, I got you. April 23rd, you versus Damien. How about that? 5th year celebration. You'd like to celebrate with Damien?
I would, thank you.
I'm going to celebrate right now with a little bite to eat.
Let's see, this ought to do. Oh. Uh-oh. Hope that was like that. Well, speaking of the Shane Show and Bailey, we'll take a look here and see if Ty Montgomery, Zawa Live newcomer, made a decision or not about joining the bank. Okay, let's see here. Oh. Uh-oh.
March 19th, this Saturday in Prophetstown, Illinois, I go up against Damien Deschain. And whoever wins this match gets to have a title opportunity. That's exciting, and I will make sure I'll do whatever it takes to win to get that title opportunity. And before I forget, Shane, March 5th, after me and Everett's match, you came into the ring and you gave us both a card like this. An opportunity. Everett ripped his up and left. I clearly still have it. But that doesn't mean it's a yes. But that also doesn't mean it's a no. I'm still deciding. Shane, you'll get your answer.
Okay, I'm in the car. Wonder why he had me check the horn. Let's see if it works. Oh, God! Well, I guess the horn works. Alright, well, while I get my hearing back, let's see if another Zawa Live newcomer, Everett Benton, can pick up his first victory in Zawa Live as he gets ready to go up against Bailey Bright on Saturday night. God, why does he have such an obscenely loud horn? Ah.
So I just got back home from work, from the construction site, and man, I just cannot stop thinking about that debut match from a couple of weeks ago. There was just So much excitement, so much nervousness, a little bit of nausea. Like, it was one of the craziest things that I had ever done in my whole life, I feel like. And man, I'm just so grateful for all of that. But with that being said though, it's about time I start getting some wins on the board. See, there's a lot of people out there who think this wrestling thing is just a phase. They think it's just a hobby for me to do when I'm not on the road playing drums. They think I just need to get it out of my system or whatever, doubting me. But I'm just here to say, just keep on underestimating me. Keep on sleeping on me. Because it's going to be solely on me to wake you up. See, this is something that I've dreamed about, man, since I was like 7 years old, 8 years old when I started first watching wrestling. You think I'm going to let up now? Nah. No, sir. No, sir. March 19th, Prophetstown, Illinois. Zawa Live Money, I faced one of Zawa Live's top wrestlers, Bailey Bright. And just for a little bit of context of how big this challenge is, last time Bailey was in Prophetstown, he was fighting the world champion, vying for that prize. So I'm not taking this match lightly, not even in the slightest. And I got respect for Bailey, man. He's been making a name for himself out here in the Midwest for the past couple of years, doing his thing. But see, here's the thing, Bailey. This isn't your moment. It's mine. This isn't your time, it's mine. This is the time for me to prove that I belong out there in that ring. This is the time for me to prove that I can hang with the best of them. So I'll see you on Saturday, Bailey, March 19th. You better bring your A game, because I'm bringing mine right now and forever.
Oh, well, that horn has got my hearing all out of sorts. I cannot hear a thing. So I guess while I try to get it back, let's give you a free match to watch. It's the Fireweight Championship match between Bucky Collins and Anakin Murphy from 2 weeks ago. What? What? Fireweight title match ready to go.
Following contest is the singles match scheduled for one fall for your Zawa Live Fireweight Championship. In the blue corner to my right, he is the challenger from Jacksonville, Illinois. Ryan House presents Death Wish, Anakin Murphy!
You're not kidding on the Death Wish.
Man, you talking about a passionate man.
And in the red
For every pound he doesn't have in the ring, he has got so much fire. You can just tell the way he moves around the ring.
Illinois, Buck Nasty, Bucky Collins!
Bucky Collins, the man, the Fireweight champion, holding the orange and silver.
Look, everyone knows Bucky's a jerk. Everyone knows Bucky's a great wrestler. I'm a huge fan of Bucky, but I got to say this. This is a dude who needs to be humbled.
Yes, he is.
He needs to be knocked down a peg. I mean, you see the way that he swaggered out here?
He needs to be knocked down a few hundred pegs, I think.
I mean, what kind of a guy is going to come out here, interrupt Havens after a loss, slap him in the face and not think that he's going to have his block knocked off? It's going to happen.
Look at Bucky going right after Anakin Murphy. Just taking it right to this kid.
Now, Bucky thinks he can do whatever he wants in this promotion. I might have been gone for a few weeks, but I'm still the commissioner.
Well, you're going to have to talk to this guy, man. I mean, Bucky's been running roughshod throughout Zawa, doing just whatever he pleases. Of course, he's got that bounty out on Connor Hopkins' head, too. Now, Anakin Murphy. Oh, look at Anakin.
Oh, wow, that was beautiful.
Drops down, sees Bucky face square, and a big kick from Anakin Murphy.
God, and he is working.
Oh, look out. Anakin not done yet. Incoming, Jesus.
Anakin's got his working boots on tonight.
Well, I've said time and again, I love this kid. Anakin Murphy, he's full of P&B. He's got that kind of 90s grunge grit, anger, that...
Absolutely, holy cow. Now Bucky's trying to leave. Bucky's trying to leave.
Anakin having none of it, though. Look at this. Anakin Murphy's bringing the fight. Oh, they're coming near us. Oh, God, and face first off the table.
Well, I think Bucky realizes he can't beat Anakin, which is why he's trying to get a count out here.
Oh, my God. Bucky came in fast and hard, but Anakin Murphy's showing why he belongs here.
Anakin is raking the eyes of Bucky. I don't care how big you are, that's gonna hurt.
It is. Look at they're taking them all over the Moose Lodge here in Sterling. Oh my God.
Well, Anakin has got to focus on getting Bucky back inside of the ring, though. The last thing he wants is to count out. The title doesn't change hands that way.
No, it doesn't, but you get that
I'm breaking the count. There you go.
You get that winner's pay just the same, Commissioner. He'd retain the title and go home with that winner's pay, so I don't think Bucky really cares. He'll get it any way he can get it.
Anakin was trying to do that jumping DDT.
Oh! He DDTs him back into the ring. God!
Man, that could be it right there. Bucky is wearing the wounds of war, but he needs to get on top of Anakin and finish this thing.
God, you saw the way his head and neck just smashed into the canvas. Oh, God, he's not done yet. Look at holding the boot on the throat.
Murphy's a fire plug, man. Every time you see him in the ring, he's diving around, he's jumping. He's unpredictable. There's no way you can even figure out how you're going to wrestle a guy like this. And this match wasn't scheduled, by the way, so Bucky had no time to think about it.
This is insane. I mean, Anakin Murphy, one of the best young talents in the West, but right now he's going up against one of the all-time best in Buck Nasty, Bucky Collins.
I thought Bucky might have been going for that flipping Mr. Perfect gimmick, but instead he kicked him right in the back.
The double knees to the back into the cover, but Anakin Murphy kicks out at 2. Boy, this is back at Bucky Collins is in total control right now. This is...
Yeah, Anakin, I don't even know if Anakin knows where he is. I mean, he's trying to get to those ropes and stop the momentum of Bucky.
Look at he's throwing shots to Bucky's midsection, trying to get something going. Oh! Bucky with a giant drop kick.
You ever seen a beautiful defensive drop kick like that? I think Bucky was even shocked by it. It was instinct.
Well, Bucky looked shocked for just a second, but now, of course, back to his twister's ways. Oh, suplex!
Was that a suplex, or did he pick him up and throw him?
Well, you always hear suplex from Buck whenever Bucky Collins is in the ring. He's got one of the best suplexes in the game. Into the cover to retain his title, but Anakin kicks out at 2.
I can't blame Collins for wanting to put him away there. That was close.
That is, and now look at Bucky really showing the antithesis of this Fireweight division. He's slowing the pace of this match down to a crawl, which Anakin Murphy, that is the exact opposite of what he's about. He is all about fast-paced, go, go, go.
He is, and look at the way that he's got this locked on. I can't even tell if Anakin can breathe. He's trying to...
back to his feet again, trying to break this off. Oh! Bucky by the hair of the head whips him down.
Did you see the referee didn't see that either? The referee was busy caught up in the corner for some reason. Bucky took advantage and yanked him down by his hair.
Yeah, by the hair of the head. I mean, that one disadvantage had the long hair and the big clothesline.
Oh, holding on.
Bucky's going for 3 of them.
Might as well call this the Short Arm Express.
Oh my God!
Oh God! You see that? Oh my God! Anakin rotated, but I think he might have landed on his head there. The referee checking.
Yeah, his head and neck. I mean, this is poor Anakin Murphy's stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. He doesn't even know where he's at. Look at Bucky running the rope and just bulldozing Anakin.
Anakin was barely able to stand up there, and Collins nipping up.
Whoa!
You hear a couple of
strutting his stuff.
You hear that smattering of applause, though? He's starting to get over with a few members of the crowd because he's so damn good.
Well, it's got to be a respect thing, you know, when you're one of the best. I mean, I hate to say it, but Bucky is one of the best in the Midwest.
Absolutely, and he's also one of the biggest jerks. I still want to see Anakin give him his comeuppance here, man. Like you said, that title is not about chin locks. That title is about Anakin. That title is about guys like Anakin.
The young guys trying to bring their place, and of course the Fireweight division all about the fast and furious, but
guys like him.
Hold that thought, Mr. Bucky's looking for that tumble. Can he get it? Oh, God! Anakin got out of the way.
That move is feast or famine, and this time he ain't eating.
Bucky's springing wildly off the ropes. Very nice by Anakin Murphy to get out of the way, but he's got to take advantage of this opportunity. Look at this. Oh!
Holy cow.
Anakin
violent.
Learning those strikes from his stepbrother, Mr. Havens. Hits hard and hits off.
Beautiful move there.
A tooth spot. Look at this into the cover for a new Fireweight champion. No, Bucky kicks out at 2.
You see Bucky kicked out with so much force, he literally kicked Anakin off him.
But you hear the crowd firmly behind Anakin Murphy.
Absolutely, man. That's what this division is all about. Anakin going up top now.
Look at where going up top, head near the ceiling, trying to go for the stop, but Bucky able to avoid it. And the enziguri. God. Look at that.
Oh, God, that was so explosive. That was like a sunset flip suplex into the buckle.
Oh, no, and oh! God, dropped him right on the back of his neck. Into the cover.
That's gotta be it.
Oh, no! Anakin living to fight another day.
At this point, I'm not sure how smart it is for Anakin to keep kicking out of this, man. He is being manhandled.
Well, Commissioner, you're fighting for a championship here. You're going to pull out all the stops. You can pull out all the stops and do everything you can to capture that gold.
Yeah, but don't you want to walk when you're 40?
Well, that's also true. I mean, you got to think here. And now Bucky's got sizing Anakin up. What's he going to do? Sends him back down with another clothesline. And now we've got Bucky taking his time. Bucky's taking his time, and again, well, look at Anakin Murphy fighting back. As I said, Anakin showing some D and that DDT,
oh my God, that was so beautiful.
Look at this now, rolling him over. Fireweight champion. Come on, come on! Oh, and Bucky kicks out at 2.
That was close. That was so close. He's having to show the crowd they thought it was 3.
Oh, that was agonizingly close. Anakin Murphy just mere inches.
I think he even had to tell Bucky it was 3 or 2, I should say.
Yeah, Bucky might have thought that was game, set, match 2, but oh boy.
Anakin said today is the day Bucky dies. That's
Is this premeditated?
Yeah, he's establishing intent for all the lawyers out there again.
Oh boy.
Going to the top now.
Anakin trying to go upstairs. Look at this. Oh, God. And now what's Bucky thinking here? He's got Anakin reeling up there. You see the marks on Anakin Murphy's back.
Yeah.
The toll this match has taken on this young man going up against Bucky Collins. As you say, Commissioner, very Matt Horn-esque.
Is he going to try to suplex Anakin? There's no way.
Oh my God, there's no way. Don't go through the ceiling.
There's no room.
Look at this. Look at this. He's reeling. Bucky Collins is reeling up there. Come on, Anakin. Oh! Gets him down. Come on, kid. Come on, kid. Take your shot. You got it.
Oh, God, that's it. Oh, no. Bucky to the outside. That is exactly what Anakin didn't want.
The big double stuff. That was going to put him away, but Bucky rolling out of the ring.
Look, Bucky's grabbing his belt now. Bucky is trying to go for another count out.
Bucky trying to take his ball and go home, or take his belt and go home, but Anakin having none of it. Look at this. Oh!
Come on, no!
Jesus!
No! Look for a disqualification.
Shot to the head with the belt by Bucky Collins. God! Oh my God! This is
Anakin Murphy by disqualification, but unfortunately still your champion, Bucky
well,
Collins.
look at this. Mr. Havens out here now.
No. Phil, who's in charge around here?
Yeah, I might have been gone for a few weeks, but I'm in charge around here, Bucky, not you! No, I saw that. No, it ain't gonna go down like that. As a matter of fact, we're not gonna end this with a DQ. We're gonna restart this match right now!
Whoa! Commissioner Fields restarting the match. Good on you, Commissioner.
We're not going to see it, man. We just saw one screw job finish a couple of minutes ago. It ain't going down like that again.
Mr. Havens and Commissioner Fields throwing down here, but look at Bucky. In all of his anger, look at this.
Oh, it's on Kratos! It's on Kratos! He got it!
He got it! He got it! Anakin Murphy is your new Fireweight champion! Anakin Murphy did it! He got it!
That's what you like to see right there.
Bucky's got the belt still.
Well, he's got to give that belt up. He just lost it.
Havens and Bucky playing tug of war with that Fireweight championship belt. And oh! Havens ripping it away. He's going to give it to Anakin. Anakin Murphy is your new Fireweight champion.
Well, Bucky showers with that belt. He drives around with it on.
Anakin Murphy showing the future of Now Alive, the future of the Fireweight division. Oh my!
It's about time. It is about time. I was sick and tired of having one whole division in this company. Screw you, Bill! Screw you! Screw you!
Okay, got my hearing back. The next step is shovel the tires. That doesn't even make sense. Well, as you saw in that last segment, it appears that Bucky Collins had his mind elsewhere, potentially on that big steel cage match with Connor Hopkins coming up on April 23rd, and that is why he lost the Fireweight title to Anakin Murphy. Speaking of Connor Hopkins, he's got a match this Saturday night against the Apex athlete, CJ Cole. Let's get Connor Hopkins' thoughts on that upcoming match. Does he expect me to shovel a tire? This is ridiculous.
You know, a wise man once said to keep your eyes on the road and your hands upon the wheel. And as tempting as it is to look off at the beautiful scenery and look ahead to the horizon, there's a road in front of me that I need to pay attention to. And on that road is the Apex athlete, CJ Cole. You see, Mr. Cole, you and I are going to be wrestling each other this weekend in a match that is being touted as two of the most athletic wrestlers of all time in Zawa Live going head to head. And Mr. Cole, I've been watching you for some time now. I watched that victory you picked up over Mr. Havens, and as underhanded as it was, I understand you're looking to make a name for yourself in this company. It's what I would have done. However, what you don't realize is that Mr. Havens is a Zawa Live legend, but I'm the standard bearer in Zawa Live. I am the one you need to prove yourself to. So if you can get the job done against me, I'd consider yourself right in the mix. Maybe even a title contender. But don't let those future opportunities get ahead of you, because you still have to go through me, the longest reigning Zawa Live champion, the first ever Mr. Zawa, and the man that is going to pummel Bucky Collins in the first ever steel cage match at Zawa Live. I'm a bad, bad man, Mr. Cole, and while I will give you that you are athletic, you are not the Apex. Because I am, and I always will be. So remember, man, keep those eyes on the road. Keep that hand upon the wheel.
This Saturday, CJ Cole versus Connor Hopkins, former Zawa World Champion. Well, I beat Mr. Havens the last go around when I was at Zawa. This time, it's not going to be any different, because I'm the Apex athlete. So see you Saturday in Prophetstown, wild child.
Alright, the tires are shoveled, whatever that means, so I guess the next thing on the list is add a fifth tire? What? Alright, well, while I try to figure this out, if you noticed from a couple of weeks ago, there's been some dissension among the Academy ever since it went back to the original unit of Berna and Tyler Pregel. And their job doesn't get any easier, as on March 19th, they go up against a foe we haven't seen in a while, courtesy of Commissioner Fields. Let's take a look at how that came to be. Where does this fifth tire even go? There's nowhere for a fifth tire.
Dude, just listen to me. That's what got us everywhere we've been. Shut your mouth and listen.
Here's the thing, dude. We're trying to get back in contention for the tag titles. I know we haven't teamed in a while, but like this was the original unit.
Yeah, the original, and then Braxton came in and was way better.
He ruined everything. He ruined everything.
Oh yeah,
ruined all the chemistry.
Yeah,
everything. Dude,
Guys, I really hate to interrupt. I know, I hate to interrupt.
Why do you have
this.
a hanger?
Well, it's after the show. You got a couple of beers. We party differently, right?
Yeah.
I know we're having a good time out here, but I got to tell you, I'm going to need you back here March 19th, the next time that we're going to be in Prophetstown. It's going to be great, right?
Prophetstown. We're not supposed to be in
We're not even on that
Prophetstown.
roster.
Well, you're going to be there, though, March 19th. And because I just signed you to a big match, you guys are going to be able to get back on your feet, back on your winning ways, huh?
Yeah.
And it's a team that I can't wait to see you guys go up against. It's a team that you know well, right? Maybe know a little bit,
We
huh?
beat everyone.
Yeah, we beat everybody.
You have beat everyone. What about a little team called Team Overkill? You know? Huh? Yeah.
You're absolutely kidding.
What is
Yeah,
it, 2010?
Christian
You're
Rose,
kidding.
Matt Cage. Come on, those guys are great, right?
I didn't even
Matt
know he
Cage
was alive.
retired?
Well, but they're back. March 19th, Prophetstown. Can't wait to see you guys go up. It's going to be great.
You better just shut up and listen.
Enjoy those beers. It's going to be great.
I will.
Can't wait. See you guys.
Unreal. All right, March 19th. You better be ready. Listen.
Man, Team Overkill. Christian Rose and Matt Cage. That is a team we have not seen in wrestling in at least a decade. That is going to be huge this Saturday night. But I guess I can't dwell on that. I better get back to the list here, which includes I have to putt the carburetor. Okay, this doesn't even make any sense. This might be the dumbest thing I've ever had to do. Well, that idea isn't money, but what is money is the main event this Saturday night at Money at the Prophetstown Rec Center, and it features a match between two veterans, Mario Crivello and Rough Crossing. Let's hear from the Mar-Man as he heads into that match. All right, I'm supposed to put the carburetor here. I guess that...
Prophetstown, Zawa Live, Rough Crossing. You only know me one way, as a loser. Newsflash though, guess what? I'm not a loser. No, I'm actually a winner. And on this Saturday, March 19th, guess what? I'm gonna prove it against Rough Crossing, because the Mar-Man is not gonna lose to a cowboy. People from Green Bay don't lose to cowboys. Okay, Rough Crossing, you're a good wrestler, but you're not the Mar-Man. In Prophetstown, you're looking at a winner, baby. Right there, that's the extra amp right there.
Alright, I guess with all these tools here, I hopefully fixed something? I hope so, or else I'm going to get fired. But if you need your wrestling fix this weekend, Zawa Live presents Money from the Prophetstown Rec Center in Prophetstown, Illinois. Tickets are $15 for front row, $10 general admission, and as always, kids 5 and under are free. We will have the concession stand open with snacks, drinks, and that whole thing, and we will have great wrestling for you this Saturday night. Prophetstown Rec Center, 6 o'clock, doors open at 5:30. We hope to see you there. For All-Star Wrestling Program, this is Gage Bright saying good night and good fight.
Gage, you got to bonsai drop the transmission.
Okay, I guess I'll bonsai drop the transmission.